Have you ever heard a story so quiet it was almost lost before it began? This one starts with a key, not to a treasure chest, but to a door no one remembers. This is Leo. He was a young watchmaker who lived in a small village called Klocksberg. His world was filled with gentle ticks and steady tocks, the sounds of all the clocks and watches he carefully repaired each day. Every morning, villagers would bring him their broken timepieces, and Leo would fix them with patient, skillful hands. He understood how every tiny gear should turn and how every delicate spring should wind. His life was orderly, predictable. Everything always happened at exactly the right time. But even surrounded by all those ticking clocks, Leo's workshop felt strangely quiet. His life was also deeply lonely, because while he fixed everyone's watches, no one ever stayed to talk with him for very long. That is, until the night the old clockmaker pressed that cold brass key into Leo's hand. The door behind the grandfather clock, he whispered, "Take this. On the solstice, turn it. The stories need a new keeper." Guided by the key's faint hum, Leo found it. His heart pounded as he slid the key into the ancient lock. And when he turned it, the mountain sighed. A deep, ancient breath, as if the earth itself was waking from a long sleep. Before him stretched not a cave, but a grove, a library of living, breathing wonder. Towering trees rose all around him, their trunks wider than houses. Their branches were heavy with luminous, book-shaped fruits. Stories grown from memory and dream, each one glowing softly, pulsing with the heartbeat of imagination itself. And at the center, the most magnificent tree of all, its bark like captured starlight. This was the mother tree, the oldest and wisest of them all. As Leo approached the great tree, stepping carefully over its ancient roots, he understood. The library was dying because its last keeper had grown old. Without someone to tend the stories, to read them and share them, they were going silent, one by one. Leo looked up into the branches, his throat tight with sadness. One fruit, the largest of them all, hung from the lowest branch within reach. Its glow was flickering like a failing heartbeat, like a candle about to go out. This was the last story, and it was fading fast. Then something touched Leo's mind. Not a sound he heard with his ears, but a feeling that washed over him like a gentle wave. A voice ancient and kind, speaking without words. It felt like warm sunlight, like a grandmother's hand on his shoulder. The last tale holds the first truth, it said softly. Listen carefully before the whisper fades forever. Leo stood still, listening to the voice echo in his heart, understanding what he must do. Taking a deep breath, Leo stretched out his hand toward the luminous fruit. His fingers moved slowly, carefully through the soft, glowing air. His hands trembled slightly, knowing this might be his only chance. And as his fingertips finally brushed the crystalline surface, everything changed. Light flooded through him, warm and bright, filling every corner of his mind. The grove around him seemed to spin, or maybe he was spinning. He couldn't tell anymore. Images flashed before his eyes. Voices whispered in languages he'd never heard, but somehow understood. Leo gasped, and the story began to pour into him, showing him truths he never knew existed. What truth lies hidden within the final story? What secret has been kept safe in the heart of the mountain, waiting for Leo to discover? Find out in part 2.